Hello, we're back with more Homestuck, and with more Homestuck. So, to recap what's happened so far this stream, we've got Egbert has gotten SBURB started, connected with his friend, and his friend can now edit his home and has been wreaking havoc. And they released Navi from a strange device, and now Navi's been fused with a clown.
That can only go
Harlequin.
well.
Harlequin, my bad. Also, epilepsy warning for the entirety of this series I'm feeling. Equals greater than. Oh, that's terrifying. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook.
That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which, for all we know, merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics.
Chad just asked a good question. What the hell is the game he installed about? The game is what's allowing his friend to fuck with his house. I guess we don't know what it's about yet. I mean, Arm knows what it's about because she's read Homestuck. I don't know what it's about yet. All I know is...
even though I've read it, I would not be able to tell you what SBURB is about.
Okay. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. God, I really feel like this guy just like... The author really likes his thesaurus and funny talk.
Absolutely. 100%. My favorite bits are still, like, Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, I think. Where it's like the surfer dude with... You know, we read the Game Bro magazine.
Oh, yeah, the Game Bro magazine from earlier episodes. Shit was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So all that we know about SBURB is that it's a popular new, beta of a game. And apparently it's totally normal for a game like this to give people the ability to edit reality itself. Their world's funky. It's like fucking, glitch text shit.
Yeah, honestly, a little bit.
Anyway, it was your own.
I wonder if this last word will get you in trouble on YouTube for the last part of a sentence. I don't even know what it means.
Unmitigated poppycock?
Mm-hmm.
It's like... silliness, I guess?
I see. This unmitigated silliness.
Well, I've already said poppycock, so it's gonna get demonetized. It's already done it.
Anyway.
Very good question in chat. How does this world even work? I feel like the world basically operates on weird video game logic. Like, Egbert has a completely nonsensical inventory system that's based on coding frames. Like, styles of coding commands.
Yeah.
So when he picks up an item, you haven't been here for the previous episodes, which are all on YouTube. It kind of explains it better. His inventory is different forms of coding strings. So when he picks up an item, depending on what coding string he has assigned to his inventory, affects how the other items in his inventory work. So when he has stack format, he can only use the most recently picked up item. Well, what does the other format let him do? It lets him pick up the last item in the line.
Yeah, I think the other one was it hash map, hash stack, something like that.
Which are types of scripting. Meanwhile, him installing the game seems to have given his friend who has the other copy of the game the ability to edit his home because they're the server host.
Yes.
And he's a client, so I guess a server host can edit the homes of all of their clients.
And they're currently trying to figure out what the hell all these items are, much like we are.
And in the world, we haven't seen this yet, but they straight up fight like RPG turn-based format combat. So it's a world that operates on video game logic. The reason the story is so nonsensical is because when this story was being written, the way that this author did his stories is, it was Ask Blog style, so he'd make a post, and then, this thing, the next option, that was typed by somebody in the comments. So he'd make a post, if I go back one The last one was made at 12:39 on 5/21/2009. Oops. And then this next part was made at 12... Oh, hang on.
I have to admit, I feel we're approaching the moment where this is no longer quite true, but I don't know. I would have to fact check. I feel like the SBURB area is where he starts controlling the story more.
Maybe. As far as I'm aware, is what I'm saying. Everything, like, take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, because I'm no expert, but, like, it was user submission controlled. So people would make a comment that, like, they would suggest what the characters do. He'd go through all the comments, pick the one that fit his narrative best, but was still a comment from a viewer, and use that to progress the story, or one that he thought would be funny or be interesting to continue it. So yeah, it's a game that warped reality. Yeah, their world was already kind of warped compared to ours, but the SBURB game warped it even further. But, anyway. Extravagant hogwash. Okay, oh wait, hang on. Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. I'm typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thing.
The alchemitter?
Huh?
Try to learn the lingo.
John, use pre-punched card with the alchemitter.
There is no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemitter.
Wasn't there?
Colonel's bride followed you upstairs.
I think there was a slot on the side of the other thing, the lathe. Or it had like a picture of a card on it, I think. I think it did. TT, Explorer Antonym.
Acquiring a Cruxite dowel seems to have populated the Athenaeum with one item, a perfectly generic object.
This is all gibberish to me.
Yeah, I know kind of what they're talking about, but that, like, I read it before.
I think it's intentionally nonsensical for now. Like, using its own words. John, capture log the telescope. For context, capture log means pickup. Added to his inventory.
The fucking thing is called what is it called? No, it's a Silodex.
Yeah, right? The Silodex capture log deck.
Like you said, the author loves his thesaurus, and he's making his very own.
Yeah. So yeah, now he's picked up an item, and it's launched the item at the end of his inventory out.
You snatched the telescope from its tripod. Who knows? It might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the Cruxite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard, over the neighbor's fence.
Yeah, because the two inventories he has he can switch between, he can only use the item at the end of his inventory or the item at the beginning. Anything in the middle, he'll have to pick up things, because he can't drop items, apparently. He has to be forced to drop things from picking up too many things. Whatever. John, put Cruxite on weird pattern on the alchemitter.
You place the Cruxite dowel on the alchemitter's small pedestal. Something's happening.
Equals greater than. Equals greater than.
You set the alchemitter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky.
So this thing's like an alchemizer, so to speak. It It creates items based off recipes that the host, his friend, knows. Using build grist, so I'm guessing grist is like the currency that she used to create things, and looks like the build grist, whenever she edited the house, she was spending build grist as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
As far as I know.
John, switch modus, change the style of inventory he's using, and use the telescope to inspect sky.
You switch back to stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel's bride seems particularly agitated about it.
That thing's fucking terrifying, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, again, he's taking it with such, like, stride.
Hey, listen.
Oh, I can't wait.
Equals greater than. Equals greater than. Oh.
And when the world is caving down, I'm glad it's you.
So that's what it's counting down to. Equals greater than.
You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development.
John, high five the Colonel Sprite.
You figure you've left him hanging long enough.
John, attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. Oh no. What?
It is tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of Bilquist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions.
Equals greater than.
Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist.
TT, revise bathroom.
Just imagine coming home, like the perspective of the father, and just your whole ass fucking bathroom's fucking gone and the structure of your house has been altered.
I mean, the structure of the house he'll notice, but he won't even get in to see the bathroom because the door is blocked.
Right!
Equals.
Not to mention the bathtub in the hallway.
Yeah. Equals greater than. Yeah, can't get in. Alright. John, run to room and contact TT through Pestercum. By the way, we call it Pestercum.
I don't want to, but he does. Two chums have been trying to message you.
Two cums have been trying to message you. John, answer Pestercum.
I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist.
Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteorite heading for my house.
I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game?
I don't know. Maybe. What do I do?
I think it is very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before the end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable.
Wow. Fascinating.
If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but isn't more specific than that.
Okay, I'll do that. I wonder if anybody
Really?
actually made a game fact entry for this shit.
Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die.
Turntick Godhead, TG, begins pestering ectobiologist, EB, at 1734.
I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you. In my rough, tumble, dry, wife-beaterly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had to have their mitts on a bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebaggery marathon. Hey, where are you?
Oh man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing SBURB and it's kind of a nightmare. TT's breaking everything in my house.
Dude, I told you to steer clear of the game. And for the matter, you should probably wash your hands off flighty broads and their snarky horseshit altogether.
And TG gay confirmed. And now there's a meteorite coming, and I'm not joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house.
Man, how big is it?
Hey man, how big are you?
Yeah, how big are we talking, Egbert? How big is your meteor? You wanna show me your meteor?
I mean, we are on Pestricom.
Fuck you.
I don't know. Big, I guess? I gotta go. We'll talk later. If I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up.
Like, the size of Texas? Or just Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it doesn't matter if it's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah? How big is it? Is it the size of Texas, sir? Oh shit! Or, how big is it? Is it the size of New York? Oh shit! Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh snap! Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir! Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter! Oh, shit! Anyway, later.
Huh. John, use pre-punched card on totem lathe.
You slip the pre-punched card into the slot on the totem lathe. Above, the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to lathe.
Okay, I'd assumed the slot was more to the left.
Just fucking get your, like, sick-ass tattoo, like, put your arm under it.
Oh no, that... I assume
Sorry.
he'll need, like, the blue thing. Another one of those. Take the Crutex totem to the lathe.
Cursing you lack a foresight, you return to the balcony for the Croxite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway.
What the fuck? Equals greater than? Moves the cake.
Oh, ride on the little pogo ride. The perfect crime.
If she's gonna put it back, why'd she fill the holes in?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, that being said, maybe she can't just stick it back in place.
Tyrant King and text, Dad's going to be pissed.
Oh, yeah.
Equals greater than.
I mean, he has to be pissed because he can't go in the toilet anymore.
Yeah.
You retrieve the Croxite dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do some more baking? If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass.
John, use
Wow. He just looked at that shit and was like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out, I'm fucking baking up in here.
Fuck this shit, I'm John, use Cruxite dowel on totem lathe.
You clamp the Croxite in the lathe.
John, activate lathe.
Bzzzt.
That was fast.
The lathe carves one totem. You take the totem.
Equals greater than. Alright, I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thing. Now I guess I take it back to the Alchemixer again? Hello?
Tentacle therapist is no longer connected.
What the hell kind of father is this guy? One who loves to collect excessive amounts of Harlequin memorabilia and bake excessive amounts of cakes because his son's 13.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. That's pretty much him.
Oh yeah, I had clicked. Sorry.
Oh.
I clicked equals greater than. See the bathtub.
Now we're back to John Sarah and his pee-pee nose.
Equals greater than. So cuckoo? He's a cuckoo dad. Oh no. Oh no, the bathtub blocked the door.
Ugh.
If I had to guess, the equals bits are him doing it on his own, but anyway, at time there's a command given, it's probably the commenters still.
That makes sense.
Equals greater than? What?
A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to re-establish a connection somehow. This young lady named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again?
Enter name. Flighty broad.
No, that wasn't it.
Cthulhu daughter. So, Egbert has a Ecto shirt, or not Ecto, Slimer shirt, and she's got a Cthulhu shirt. One more time. Lowe's Ladodet?
It's Rose Lalonde.
Lalonde? That's so weird to pronounce. Lalonde. Examine room.
Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery
Epilepsy
power.
warning. Jeez.
You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the Sorry, I read bestiality, and that's not what that says.
Jeez.
Excuse me.
Oh god,
Look,
that's
stop
actually
laughing.
like hurting my eyes.
Okay, then stop looking at it. Scroll down to the text.
I can't scroll down
because
far
then
enough.
people can read what it's actually saying instead of my bullshit. You have a fondness for bestiality strange and fictitious, and sometimes
I think you just
dabble
said,
in the psychoanalysis.
you said bestiality strange again.
God damn it! Anyway, you also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. On an occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play a video game with your friend. What will you do?
Rose, retrieve arms from the purple box.
The purple package content are private. No one is allowed to look inside.
I love the way she just kicks it in.
She has no arms after all.
Rose, writhe like a phlegmum and puke on your bed? No.
Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach.
The intrusive thoughts. They've been passed on. Rose, stroke writing journal and mutter, "My precious."
This honestly feels like this is like controlled by the internet again.
Yeah.
You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only.
I love just the kicking it back animation. What the fuck is this game? I mean, it's the viewers that are really making it fucked up, not the game. Rose, get violin.
You capture lock the violin, storing it in the root card of your Celodex. Oh, we're gonna have more Celodex fun!
Yay! Rose, play haunting refrain on violin.
You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skill you have there, sweetie. I really appreciate that this updated version is giving you the title of the song at the bottom.
Yeah. Alright. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before the impact.
Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear, sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her, stubborn, blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father, then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud.
Jesus. Rose, capture lock knitting supply bag.
You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin. Per the tree modus's alphabetical sorting method, K is less than V.
What?
So her tree functions via alphabet. So,
Okay.
since K is above V, means the violin is on top still, because it's a root card, and the other thing is at the bottom. It totally checks out. Total makes sense.
Rose, look out window.
Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below, and the mausoleum housing your dead cat, Jasper's, who died when you were young.
Oh.
Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthful, innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that is how you have come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of the Labrador. You can make
Labrador?
out the silhouette of the laboratory next door. A facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you seek higher grounds. Honestly, mausoleum for a cat and the Labrador laboratory next doors totally makes sense.
Yeah. Both of these are fucking rich asshole kids.
You think?
Yeah.
Egbert? I mean, he from my view of the German norm, he is part of the like middle upper class, but not rich.
Yeah. There's something like that in one of the previous episodes that made us realize that he's kind of like a rich dickbag, but I don't remember what it was.
Hmm.
Alright, Rose, get laptop.
You take the laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. L is less than V, L is more than K. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Sylladex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. K is less than L, V is more than L.
What? What the fuck is this inventory system? Rose, examine book on desk.
The Grimoire for Summoning the Zoologically Dubious. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few.
Hentai fans.
Oof.
Rose, take book.
You take the Grimoire. G is less than L, G is less than K.
Rose, go explore the house.
You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. So, she must know how much you detest them, and there is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you.
So
Down the hall.
this house is gonna be all wizard shit.
Yes.
By the way, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but if anybody wants to read along, it's the unofficial Homestuck collection that we're reading through. You can download it and read along with us.
Reason for us not reading on the actual website, MS Paint Adventures or now Homestuck, is because Flash is no longer supported and it relies heavily on Flash animations.
Yes. And give support to the original creator. There's novelizations that are for sale, there's games that are for sale, there's products that are for sale.
Oh, Andrew Hussey.
Yay. It sounds like that name sounds more like an insult than a name.
Rest in peace, Andrew Hussey.
Anyway, where were you?
Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You will have to watch your step.
Alright. Rose, tiptoe to the observatory.
You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory.
Equals greater than. So she's part of a cult, then they say.
Yeah, honestly, she does feel like she could be.
Wait. What's in the window? Rose, sneak by. Oh, going to bed tired, King? Okay, you have a nice night. You can watch the YouTube upload in a couple weeks, honestly, with how much I've been getting, how efficiently I've been recording things. So keep an eye on YouTube and you might be able to get caught up. Or you can just watch the Twitch catalog of it, well, it's before it gets deleted by Twitch.
Right.
Have a good night.
Anywho, I hope you sleep well. Thanks for hanging out.
Yay! Oh, you ain't leaving? I thought you said you were getting sleepy, so I thought you were going.
Being irresponsible, I see.
Equals greater than. Also 3 a.m. They're in my time zone. Or just about. Because it's about to be 4 for me.
About.
They said it's 3 a.m. where they are.
I know.
It's 4 a.m. for me.
I'm sitting here in a nice sunny day over in Germany, so...
Yay!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, so she sneaked by?
This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time.
Rose, go through the door.
The door opens to an exterior walkway, which is dangerously not equipped with any sort of railing, leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend.
Tower King
She's acting as if the fucking friend is not just about to get squashed by a meteor.
Yeah. Tower King talking about how they're a night owl. Friggin' my sleep schedule's I go to bed at 6 a.m. and wake up at 12 in the middle of the day. Rose, hurry up to that observatory. Rose, try to connect.
I just love how he's using deep-fried images.
Mm-hmm.
You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated, but removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor.
Huh. Okay. Rose, see what you can observe.
You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting.
I wonder if fucking Egbert having a poster for that movie about the meteorite was intentional foreshadowing.
Huh, maybe.
Which makes me wonder if some of the other posters could be intentional foreshadowing. Like maybe Ghost Dad is foreshadowing a pedophile being in the story. Sorry, not a pedophile, just a date rapist.
Oh my lord, there's a thing later that's gonna not age well.
Oh no!
Yeah,
because Bill Cosby's the guy in Ghost Dad, that's what I'm saying that.
That being said, Andrew Hussey is great at making loops, so I would not be surprised if some of the things he picked out in the beginning are meticulously picked out for later.
Rose, stack laptop on Grimoire to maximize elevation. I love it.
You'll need every advantage you can get.
I just love the dumbness of it being propped up on the book. Rose, access laboratory Wi-Fi network. Ooh, game facts.
Oh yeah, there they are. There are several signals being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect the game with John.
Alright.
Man, back in the day in 2009, I could relate to the struggle so much.
Yeah.
Shitty internet, constantly dropping every once in a while, like, been there, done that.
And with her getting connected back to Egbert, I'd say that's another good breaking point. So, we're gonna cut, the stream's gonna keep going, like, assuming R wants to keep going.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Alright. And just on the YouTube end of things, we're going to be cutting this into another part. So, if you've been enjoying this on Twitch so far, get ready for this spiel again, people on Twitch. If you're enjoying this on Twitch so far, you can say so down in the suggestion box, or if you want to see other content, say so down in the suggestion box. If you're enjoying this on YouTube, do the same but down in the comments section. Also, if you've enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe, and ring the bell in order to see more when it comes out. I try and check this, both the suggestion box and YouTube comments as frequently as I can. Additionally, if you're over on the Tumblr end of things where I post this, and you liked it, give it a heart, give it a reblog, and if you want to be able to communicate with me, you can put comments on the posts, but that's a little hard to respond to because of Tumblr's layout. The better way is to go to my blog, to my Ask box, and send me an ask directly. Every time I go on Tumblr, I check to make sure if I have any asks to respond to. But, I've been Brian, you can call me Ulrich.
And I've been Arm.
And we'll see you in the next Homestuck.